Hey, church, as you know, we are in full countdown mode to launch Sunday this fall. Sunday, September 13th will be here before we know it. And God has been providing in all sorts of ways. We've already had the opportunity to kind of move into our renovated worship space with our first worship word and table event. And as we continue to look towards fall, there are several ways that we would like to add to that space. Some things that we want to add to our ministry that will enable us to remove as many barriers as possible for people to say yes to what God is doing in their life. Some of these are things we talked about when we kind of had a powwow to review worship word and table, and we said, man, how do we make it easier for people to find the connection card? How do we make sure everybody has access to a pen? How do we make sure that people know where to go to put their offering and all of those sorts of things? And so to answer a lot of those questions, we're holding a Christmas in July spectacular. And so here's the deal. We have several items we've identified that we would like to invite you to help provide for Table Church as we look towards launch. If you were with us for our last runway session on Sunday, some of this will sound really familiar. If you missed that, let me tell you how this Christmas in July is set up to work. We've designed a Christmas in July catalog. Who doesn't love when the Christmas catalog comes in the mail and you start flipping through and highlighting all the things to add to your Christmas list? And so on this catalog, there are a variety of these items that will tell you some things that are on the wish list that you could help purchase for us as we head towards launch. So here's how this is going to work. All of those items are color-coded to tags on the Christmas tree. And what we're inviting you to do is to discern and pray about how you want to participate in this, what God would call you to do to help provide some of these things. And then as you make that financial goal, that financial partnership pledge, we want you to go to the tree and grab some tags. They're color-coded based on the price range, and there's a variety of different colors and different amounts. And so some of these are as low as $10 on these blue tags, things like a case of water, 1 week of worship folders. There are lots of ways that even a small contribution like that can help provide significantly for us as we look towards launch. Some of them are bigger items. There's things like the yellow tags in the $50 range. There's orange tags and purple tags that are a little bit more. There are green tags that are yet just a little bit more. This one is $170 to provide one of the 2 connection stations that we want to install to help people get connected and find their way when they step through the doors of Table Church. The most expensive items on the tree are the red tags. Those are some higher amounts of $200 for some technology pieces that will help us as we begin to launch into doing next-gen ministries and discipling kids. And so here's the deal. We would love to have all of those funds pledged by our July worship word and table, hence Christmas in July, right? So we would love to have all of those funds pledged, everything spoken for by July. However, we're extending the time to have those funds in hand until we launch in September. And so here's how we want you to participate with us and partner with us in this. Rather than going and buying whatever item is on your tag, we want you to commit to pledge that much in financial support above and beyond your usual tithes and offerings. What that enables us to do is as we need some of these things, we'll be able to go ahead and purchase them, but then we'll know that the cost of those is already offset. And so essentially this is kind of like an old-fashioned pledge campaign where we're taking the next several months, May, June, July, August, September, the next 5 months that you have to contribute towards this. The total overall goal for everything on the tree is right around $3,000. And so we would love your help over these next 5 months to raise an additional $3,000 to take care of everything on that wish list that will help us welcome people into the doors, help them get connected to what God is doing here at Table Church as we look to launch this fall. Church, I am so excited for what God is up to. Can't wait to see all that unfolds because I'm convinced God is just getting started.